the flow of prosperity. In today's world, prosperity is often misunderstood and reduced to the confines of material wealth and money. We are taught that to achieve success, we must pursue specific financial goals, work tirelessly, and engage in constant competition. Yet, even after attaining these objectives, many still feel empty, exhausted, and doubtful about the true value of wealth. So what is the real meaning of prosperity? This book is written to demystify the concept of wealth, offering a new perspective on the flow of prosperity, a flow that not only involves money, but also energy, spirituality, and harmony with the universe. Each chapter will guide you on a journey, from recognizing the paradoxes of money, shifting limiting mindsets, to uncovering the secret key that unlocks an endless source of inner energy. Prosperity is not a destination, but a state of balance, where the mind, body, and soul align with the flow of the universe. It is in this space where all limitations dissolve, barriers fall, and your energy is guided by the highest frequencies. Here, money ceases to be the ultimate goal, and instead becomes a natural means, flowing into your life as part of the stream of prosperity. You will discover that to achieve true prosperity, the first step is to free the mind from the chains of scarcity and change the limiting beliefs programmed into your subconscious. Once these barriers are removed, a new frequency will begin to form, the frequency of prosperity. The key here is the invisible connection between personal energy and the energy of the universe. This harmony will guide you to a new reality, where prosperity is no longer a distant wish, but a vibrant and living truth. Each chapter of this book will open doors to different dimensions of prosperity. Every step on this journey will bring you closer to your spiritual core, where the intersection of your inner self and the universe builds a solid bridge between spirituality and material wealth. This is where you will discover your limitless power, a place where the natural flow of prosperity sweeps you into a state of complete abundance. Get ready, because this journey is not just about changing your assets, but about transforming your entire life. Part 1. Decoding the mystery of wealth. Wealth is a complex and multi-layered concept. We are often taught that wealth can be measured by money, assets, or fame. But is that really the essence of true wealth? You may have heard stories of people with vast material possessions who still feel lacking, empty, and constantly yearning for more. This feeling doesn't arise from a lack of money, but rather from a misunderstanding of the true nature of prosperity. Wealth exists not only on the material plane, but also within spiritual, emotional, and mental dimensions. When you live in prosperity, everything around you becomes abundant and fulfilling. Prosperity knows no limits, nor is it confined by the numbers in a bank account or physical possessions. It is a state of mind and energy where you don't merely exist, but truly experience the overflowing stream of life all around you. The magic of prosperity lies in the fact that it doesn't come from stressful efforts or great sacrifices. It is not the result of chasing a singular goal or relentless competition. Prosperity is a natural flow, and to tap into it, you need to understand how energy functions in your life. Once you learn to align yourself with that flow, prosperity will come to you effortlessly, without force or excessive struggle. In this journey, you will start by exploring the paradoxes surrounding money and wealth, understanding why focusing solely on money does not bring happiness. You will be guided through deeper layers of thought, from liberating yourself from a mindset of scarcity to discovering the invisible frequencies and energy that have always existed within you. Each chapter will reveal new insights into how you can approach and activate the flow of prosperity in your life. You will come to understand that wealth is not a destination, but a state of harmony between your inner world and the external environment. As you learn to shift your mindset and broaden your perspective, you'll realize that the world of prosperity includes not just material assets, but also peace, fulfillment, and limitless creativity. Prosperity, with all its mysteries, is waiting for you to discover. The following chapters will guide you step by step through this journey, from recognizing the paradoxes of money to understanding and harnessing your own energetic frequencies. As you begin to comprehend what the flow of prosperity truly is, the entire world will open up to you with limitless possibilities. Part 2. The Paradox of Money. Money, with its undeniable power, is one of the most important tools humans use to exchange value, build lives, and measure success. Yet, money carries a deep paradox. The more we chase it, the farther it seems to slip away. The more we possess, the more many people feel a sense of lack. This paradox doesn't arise from the material value of money itself, but from how we define and relate to it. We live in a society that places money at its core, where it is seen as the ultimate measure of success. However, many discover that even after achieving their financial goals, the feeling of fulfillment remains elusive. This is the paradox of money. It can provide material stability, but it cannot fill the spiritual void. It often feels like wealth is a never-ending race, and no matter how much is accumulated, there is always a deep-seated desire for more. The trap of this paradox does not lie in money itself, but in the way we become attached to and dependent on it. Money becomes a goal rather than a means. It is easy to fall into the cycle of earning more, spending more, yet still feeling insufficient. This leads to anxiety, exhaustion, and a persistent sense of lack that no amount of material wealth can satisfy. This very paradox is the biggest barrier preventing us from accessing the true flow of prosperity. By focusing solely on money, we unknowingly lock ourselves into a limited mindset of scarcity, where the energy of prosperity cannot flow freely. In contrast, true prosperity is the harmonious balance of material and spiritual wealth, where money serves as a natural part of life rather than its entirety. To break free from this paradox, you need to change how you perceive money. Instead of viewing it as the ultimate goal, consider it one of many tools that help you live a complete and abundant life. The key is to not let money control your actions and emotions, but rather allow it to be part of the natural flow of life. In the following chapters, we will explore how to free your mind from the mindset of scarcity, expand your consciousness, and connect with the limitless energy of the universe. When you do this, you will realize that money, with all its power, is just a small piece of the larger picture of prosperity. As you truly step into the flow of prosperity, the paradox of money will no longer be an obstacle, but will become a tool that supports your overall growth and fulfillment. Part 3. Liberating the mind from the chains of scarcity. Scarcity is not just something that exists in the outer world. It also resides deeply within the mind. Many people feel imprisoned by thoughts of lack, worry, and fear of not having enough. This is not merely a material condition, but a set of invisible chains the mind creates, preventing you from accessing the abundant energy that is always present in the universe. To step into the flow of prosperity, the first and most important step is to free the mind from these chains. The mind is the origin of all wealth. Everything you experience in the outer world, whether it is success or failure, is a reflection of what is happening inside your mind. When you live in fear of scarcity, that anxiety becomes your reality. Conversely, when your mind is filled with faith in prosperity, the flow of abundance naturally opens up. In truth, the universe is always ready to provide you with everything you need, but it is the barriers in your mind that cause you to reject this abundance. One of the main reasons many people feel trapped in a state of scarcity is that they have been programmed from a young age with a limited mindset. False beliefs about money, personal worth, and individual capability often stand in the way of accessing abundance. These beliefs may stem from family, society, or past experiences. When you are unaware of their presence, they continue to control you, making you feel a sense of lack, even when your external life seems sufficient. Freeing the mind from the scarcity mindset requires a profound shift in how you view yourself and the world. You need to begin by becoming fully aware of the limiting beliefs you carry. Then, the transformation occurs as you replace these beliefs with positive, empowering, and expansive thoughts. This is not a random act, but a conscious movement of awareness, from clinging to fear to embracing the natural flow of the universe's abundance. As you release limiting beliefs, you will see that scarcity is merely an illusion, and prosperity is ever present. From here, the flow of life is no longer blocked, but becomes fluid. Each day becomes a step closer to harmony between the spiritual and material, where you are no longer living solely for the purpose of earning money, but also experiencing joy, peace, and true freedom. To advance further on this journey, you must dive deeper within yourself. exploring new layers of energy and frequencies. In that space, prosperity is no longer a distant goal, but an integral part of who you are, guiding you toward a life that is whole and abundant. Part 4. Transforming limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are invisible barriers that many people unknowingly place in their lives. These thoughts often operate quietly, yet they possess the power to control and guide every decision and action you take. Limiting beliefs not only block your access to prosperity, but also confine you to a life restricted by the very beliefs you hold to be true. To truly step into the flow of prosperity, changing your perception and breaking free from limiting beliefs is a necessary transformation. We all grow up with beliefs shaped by our surroundings, family, society, and personal experiences. While these beliefs may seem harmless, they become patterns for how we perceive ourselves and the world. You might believe that you're not good enough, not deserving, or that success is only for a lucky few. These limiting thoughts unintentionally restrict your potential, causing you to turn away from the opportunities for prosperity that life presents. Transforming limiting beliefs is not a simple task, as it requires confronting deeply ingrained thoughts. But only when you begin to question these limitations can you open the door to new possibilities. Once you realize that your thoughts are the greatest barrier, you will also recognize your true power, the power to change and reshape your life in any way you desire. This journey starts from within. When you become aware of the limiting beliefs controlling your life, you can begin to replace them with new beliefs, ones not bound by fear and scarcity. This shift goes beyond merely thinking positively. It is a profound transformation in how you perceive yourself and the world around you. You will start to see that your potential is limitless and that the flow of prosperity is always ready for you to receive. As your limiting beliefs dissolve, your energy will change. You will no longer feel bound by self-imposed restrictions. Instead, you will open to a broader vision where anything is possible. Prosperity, once out of reach, will become a natural part of your life. From this point on, your journey will flow more smoothly, with greater energy than ever before. The barriers you once thought were unbreakable will now seem like faint walls in the distance. You will learn to tap into your inner power to create the life you truly desire, a life filled with abundance, harmony between spirit and matter, and the full flow of prosperity. Part 5. The Secret Frequency. Everything in the universe is made up of energy, and this energy exists in the form of frequencies. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions each emit their own unique frequencies, creating an energy field that surrounds you. This means that everything you experience in life, from prosperity and success to feelings of lack, is a direct result of the frequency you are emitting and connecting with. Your frequency is like an invisible broadcast channel, attracting similar energies to you. When you live in fear, scarcity, or doubt, your frequency aligns with similar energies, drawing experiences into your life that mirror that state. Conversely, when you shift your frequency to a state of abundance and prosperity, you begin to attract opportunities, resources, and relationships that align with the wealth and success you desire. The secret to frequency lies in its authenticity. It cannot be forced or faked. You cannot try to create prosperity from a state of emotional lack. The only way to change your reality is to change the energy frequency you are emitting. This requires fine-tuning from within, where each thought, emotion, and action must stem from a deep belief that prosperity is a natural part of who you are. When you adjust your frequency, the universe responds naturally, creating harmony between your inner self and the outer world. You no longer need to control everything. Instead, your energy will automatically attract what resonates with the frequency you are vibrating at. This is the secret frequency of prosperity, where you are no longer governed by fear or lack, but instead live in a state of fullness and balance. The remarkable thing about the frequency of prosperity is that it doesn't just affect your finances, it impacts every aspect of your life, relationships, health, and your overall sense of happiness. When your frequency is properly aligned, everything around you begins to shift, and you start to experience abundance flowing into all areas of your life. As you journey through the discovery of this frequency, you will gradually realize that the flow of prosperity is not distant or difficult to attain. It has always existed within you, waiting to be unlocked and activated. By tuning into your frequency, you not only change your reality, but also transform how you connect with the world around you, opening doors to a life of richness and deep meaning. Prosperity doesn't come from controlling external factors, but from an inner transformation where your energy begins to emit its highest frequency, the frequency of boundless prosperity. Part 6. The Invisible Guiding Energy. As you step into the flow of prosperity, there is an invisible force always present, quietly guiding you. This force is the unseen energy that cannot be perceived with the naked eye, yet it has a profound influence on every decision and action in your life. It is the subtle intelligence of the universe directing you toward the path that best aligns with your goals and dreams. This invisible energy is not only present outside the physical world, but also an inseparable part of you. When you learn to connect with this source, you'll begin to feel its guidance in ways that transcend logic. You start to understand that coincidences aren't random, and opportunities aren't mere chances. These are signs of invisible energy steering you toward the place where prosperity and harmony await. The guidance of invisible energy may not be loud or flashy, but it carries a deep, steady power. It emerges through gentle intuitions and indescribable yet crystal clear feelings in your mind. When you learn to listen to and trust this guidance, you'll find that every right decision comes naturally, as though you are flowing with the current of the universe rather than struggling to control it. The key is to trust the invisible energy that operates in your life. Once you truly believe in its guidance, you will realize that everything unfolds perfectly, according to the precise sequence it is meant to. It's not coincidence or luck, but the connection between you and the flow of the universe. This energy will always lead you to where you need to be, as long as you know how to let go of control and trust the process. In your journey of exploring and harnessing this invisible energy, you will come to see that prosperity is not the result of sheer effort alone. It does not come from working harder or pushing more, but from aligning yourself with the flow, allowing the invisible energy to guide you toward the right choices and the perfect opportunities. When this guidance becomes an integral part of your life, you will notice that everything begins to operate more smoothly and effortlessly than ever before. Prosperity will start flowing into your life from unexpected directions, from sources you never imagined. Most importantly, you will experience a deep inner peace, a confidence that you are on the right path that the universe has laid out for you. Listening to and trusting this invisible energy will open new doors for you, revealing different dimensions of prosperity that you never thought possible. By connecting with this energy, you will step into a whole new phase of life where prosperity becomes a seamless and natural part of every moment. Part 7. When you become one with prosperity. Prosperity is not something to be chased or struggled for. It is a natural state, a harmonious alignment between you and the infinite flow of the universe. When you truly become one with prosperity, it no longer remains a distant goal, but instead becomes an inherent part of your being. You start to realize that prosperity has always been present, simply waiting for you to open your heart and receive it. This process is not about taking specific actions, but about an internal transformation. It occurs when you begin to live in absolute trust with the flow of prosperity, no longer doubting or worrying about whether there is enough. As you immerse yourself in this flow, you feel a sense of freedom and lightness, knowing that everything will arrive at the right time. Prosperity is no longer an elusive concept, but something that flows naturally into your life every day. Becoming one with prosperity means letting go of any sense of lack and the rigid control you once imposed on yourself. Rather than trying to control everything, you learn to relax and allow the universe to guide its flow. This does not mean doing nothing, but rather acting from a place of balance where every decision and action arises from peace and trust. When you are one with prosperity, you realize that there is no need to chase anything. Everything you need is already within you, and by simply opening yourself up, you attract the opportunities, resources, and relationships that manifest prosperity in your life. You no longer feel pressured to achieve material goals because everything comes to you naturally and with ease. This state of oneness with prosperity is also an elevation of energy. When you live in harmony with the flow of abundance, you feel an invisible force supporting you in every moment. All worries and fears begin to fade, replaced by peace and confidence. You find that you are no longer bound by the limitations you once believed were insurmountable. In fact, you may notice expansion in every area of life, from finances and relationships to health and emotional well-being. Becoming one with prosperity is not just about financial wealth, but also emotional, spiritual, and relational abundance. Each day becomes a new adventure, where you feel a deep sense of fulfillment from within and a powerful connection to the goodness that surrounds you. This is not rigid perfection, but a vibrant state where you feel the balance between giving and receiving, between action and rest. This oneness with prosperity brings a new kind of freedom from worry, from relentless striving, and from the limits you once thought you had to overcome. At this point, you not only live in prosperity, but also embody it, effortlessly attracting all that is good and abundant into your life. Part 8. The Inner Code of Prosperity. Prosperity is not something you seek externally. It is a code that has been pre-programmed within each person. It lies hidden beneath layers of limiting beliefs and fears, waiting for you to uncover and activate it. When you begin to look deeply within yourself, you will realize that all the resources necessary to create true wealth have always existed within you. Prosperity is not something you must seek or achieve. It is something you already possess. This inner code is not just about financial beliefs or the ability to make money. It is a deep belief in your self-worth, your connection to the universe, and the flow of prosperity surrounding you. As you begin to activate this code, you will notice changes not only in your external world, but also within your inner self. It is a feeling of lightness and freedom, as you are no longer bound by old limitations or controlled by a mindset of scarcity. Activating the inner code of prosperity requires clear awareness of the energy and frequency you are emitting. It demands the acceptance that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but the creator of your own reality. Every thought, every action is like a small command that helps activate the flow of prosperity. As you begin to understand this power, you will see that you can influence not only your financial situation, but every aspect of your life. This code is the key to unlocking and expanding prosperity, but it only works when you are ready to release old beliefs and open your heart to abundance. You do not need to search for prosperity elsewhere, because it has always been there, inside you, waiting to be unleashed. Once you understand and activate this code, you will begin to experience a continuous flow of wealth, harmony, and balance from the inside out. For the prosperity code to function effectively, it is essential to connect with your intuition and spiritual energy. Your intuition not only guides you toward the right opportunities, but also helps you recognize untapped potential within yourself. It serves as a beacon, lighting the path you cannot see with your eyes, but can feel deeply within. Once this inner code is activated, prosperity is no longer a mystery. You will find that every aspect of your life, finances, work, relationships, and inner peace, reflects the transformation from within. You no longer need to seek outside yourself to fill any sense of lack, because you already possess everything necessary to create a life of abundance, fulfillment, and meaning. The inner code of prosperity is the key, the answer to the question you have long been searching for. Part 9. The Gateway to a New Reality. There exists another reality parallel to the one you currently live in, a reality where all possibilities and potentials are fully unleashed. This is not a distant or mystical world, but a layer of prosperity that you can step into when you are ready. It is a space where all mental barriers and limitations gradually dissolve, allowing you to access wealth, abundance, and balance on an entirely new level. The gateway to this other reality is not a physical door that you can see or touch. It is a shift in perception, a point where you move beyond fixed frameworks about how the world operates. As you cross this threshold, you will begin to understand that prosperity doesn't come from rigid efforts or specific numbers. Instead, it is the convergence of energy, intuition, and a deep connection with the universe. You will see that everything has been prepared for you, simply waiting for you to open your heart and receive it. To walk through this gateway, you need to let go of fixed beliefs and limited perspectives on prosperity. The boundaries you once thought were unbreakable are mere constructs of the mind, and only by freeing yourself from them can this new reality unfold. This transformation doesn't happen instantly, but it is the result of gradually shifting from a state controlled by fear to one that is in harmony with the flow of the universe's abundance. As you step through this gateway, you will feel as though everything becomes easier. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will now appear naturally. Everything you need, from resources to support, will begin to flow into your life effortlessly. The change is not just external, but an internal transformation where you no longer need to chase prosperity because you have become a part of it. In this new reality, you will learn to use your intuition as a powerful guiding tool. Intuition is not just an inner voice, but a connection to the universe's energy, helping you navigate and choose the best paths to achieve prosperity and happiness. When you listen to your intuition, you are unlocking a gateway to limitless possibilities where nothing is impossible. The gateway to this new reality is not a destination, but a journey of exploration and expansion. It is a place where you begin to fully experience and live in the flow of prosperity. You will find that every decision and choice becomes clearer and easier because you are aligned with the universe rather than working against it. And as you pass through this gateway, you will realize that true wealth is not just about money, but about a life filled with fulfillment and balance in all aspects. This shift into a new reality is the ultimate manifestation of living in harmony with abundance. You will no longer feel the need to strive or struggle because you are now aligned with the natural flow of the universe. Everything you need, opportunities, connections, resources, will flow to you easily as you step into a world where prosperity is a given and where you live fully in harmony with both the material and spiritual dimensions of life. Part 10. Building the bridge between spirituality and material wealth. True prosperity does not exist solely in the realms of finance or material wealth, but also deeply within the spiritual and energetic dimensions of life. To achieve holistic prosperity, you must learn to build a strong bridge between these two worlds, spirituality and materialism. These are not separate entities, but two facets of the same reality, intricately woven together, influencing each other. When you achieve harmony between these realms, you will feel the flow of prosperity moving effortlessly through all aspects of your life. Spirituality is the source, the place where all creation begins. It is where you find intuition, faith, and a profound connection with the universe. Material wealth, on the other hand, is the external manifestation of the energies and thoughts you generate from within. When you focus on only one aspect while neglecting the other, the flow of prosperity is disrupted. You may feel spiritually impoverished despite having material wealth, or conversely, you may experience material lack despite being rich in spirit. Building the bridge between spirituality and materialism is a journey of connecting these two realms in balance. This requires you to not only understand the value of the material world, but also to embrace the invisible power of energy and belief. When you blend these two, your life becomes whole, and prosperity transcends finances, becoming a sense of completeness in every moment. Once this bridge is established, you no longer have to choose between spirituality and materialism. You don't have to abandon the material world to achieve spiritual peace, nor do you have to lose your spiritual depth in the pursuit of financial goals. Instead, you learn to use spiritual energy to manifest tangible results in the physical world, while using material success to nurture and grow your spiritual energy. This bridge allows you to recognize that both spirituality and materialism are essential and complementary in your personal development. All the wealth you see in the material world originates from the spiritual energy you create within. Once you grasp this, you'll understand that prosperity is not just about accumulating assets, but about creating harmony between your external world and inner being. This journey will not only help you build a prosperous material life, but also enable you to find peace and deep connection within yourself. Every day will become an opportunity to experience the perfect balance between the two worlds, where prosperity becomes an inseparable part of your being. And when the bridge between spirituality and materialism is firmly established, the flow of prosperity will naturally guide you toward a life of richness and fulfillment. Part 11. The secret frequency. Everything in the universe vibrates at a specific frequency, including your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Prosperity is no exception. It exists on a special frequency, and when you synchronize yourself with this frequency, remarkable transformations occur. The secret frequency is the core energy of prosperity, and once you align with it, every aspect of your life begins to shift naturally and miraculously. Many people fail to realize that what they attract into their lives is a direct reflection of the frequency they are emitting. Worry, fear, and feelings of lack cause you to vibrate at a lower frequency, attracting experiences that match that energy. In contrast, when you live in confidence, peace, and trust in the flow of life, you tune your frequency to align with prosperity. This is when you begin to resonate with opportunities, resources, and relationships that bring abundance. The secret frequency is not a foreign or abstract concept. It is the underlying principle of the law of attraction, operating at a deeper level, the level of energy. When you adjust your frequency, you don't just change your perception of reality, you change how reality responds to you. The universe, with its infinite possibilities, constantly responds to the frequency you emit. When you align with the frequency of prosperity, you attract similar energies into your life. One of the key factors in tuning your frequency is mindfulness and awareness. When you become more conscious of the frequency you are vibrating at, you start to see more clearly what you are attracting into your life. If you are unsatisfied with your current outcomes, it's a sign that your frequency is not yet in harmony with the flow of prosperity. Instead of trying to control external factors, the real work lies in adjusting your inner state. Once internal balance is achieved, the frequency of prosperity will be activated. The fascinating part is that when you emit the right frequency, you don't have to struggle excessively to achieve your goals. Things will naturally flow toward you without force or competition. You'll feel as though you're effortlessly moving with the current of life, where what you desire comes easily, at the right time, and with delightful surprises. When your frequency resonates with prosperity, the limits you once thought were insurmountable will now become stepping stones on your journey. The process of adjusting to the frequency of prosperity not only allows you to access financial abundance, but also opens new doors in all areas of your life. You will feel a profound alignment between your mind and the universe, between your personal energy and the infinite resources around you. When this happens, you won't just live in prosperity, you will experience complete joy and inner freedom. Part 12. The Inner Code of Prosperity. True prosperity is not something you seek from the outside. It is a code that has existed within you all along. This code is the source of prosperity energy, always ready to be activated. It's not something you can see or touch, but rather a deep part of your being, where wealth, abundance, and success have always resided, waiting to emerge. The inner prosperity code is encoded in the beliefs, mindset, and mental state that you hold. When limiting thoughts and worries cloud your mind, this code remains locked, stalling the flow of prosperity. Conversely, when you begin to shift your perspective, unlock positive thinking, and align your energy, this code activates naturally. You don't need to search for it in distant places or specific experiences because it's always been there, inside you, waiting to be unleashed. This process requires a spiritual transformation, a reprogramming of your awareness of self-worth and the limitless power you already possess. Once you realize that everything you need is within your reach, everything begins to change. This code not only opens the path to financial prosperity, but also leads you to balance, peace, and harmony across all areas of your life. Once the inner prosperity code is activated, it functions like an automatic energy system, attracting opportunities, relationships, and experiences that resonate with the frequency you are emitting. You'll begin to notice subtle yet significant changes. Life will feel richer, not just materially, but also spiritually. The magic of this code is that once it's activated, you no longer need to chase after prosperity. Instead, prosperity naturally flows toward you. The activation of this code is not a single act, but an ongoing process of awareness and self-development. Each time you elevate your mindset and shift your awareness, you release more energy and the code works more powerfully. You'll realize that the wealth you once dreamed of is not just something you can achieve, but something that has been within you since the beginning of your journey. When fully unlocked, this code not only helps you achieve material goals, but also brings a deep sense of fulfillment from within. This is true prosperity, a richness that does not depend on external circumstances or conditions. When you tap into this code, you enter an endless flow where everything in life begins to harmonize with your true nature, a prosperous being filled with strength and limitless potential. Part 13. When you are guided by the flow. Once you have activated the inner prosperity code, a significant shift occurs. The flow of the universe begins to guide you naturally. No longer feeling the need to control everything, you start to experience a smooth, effortless movement where things come to you without force or struggle. This is the state where you truly immerse yourself in the flow of prosperity. This flow is not random. It is a subtle guidance formed by the energy you've cultivated through your connection with spirituality and the inner prosperity code. The anxieties and fears that once held you back dissolve, making room for trust and inner peace. You begin to sense that the universe is always working in your favor, and all you need to do is allow the flow to take you to the right place at the right time. In this state of being guided by the flow, decisions that once seemed difficult or complex become clearer. You no longer feel the need to analyze every tiny detail or worry about outcomes. Instead, you trust your intuition and inner feelings, letting the energy of the universe align with your consciousness, guiding you toward the right choices. Every step in this prosperous flow feels lighter and more natural than ever before. This flow of guidance affects not only your finances or career, but extends into every aspect of your life. You begin to experience harmony between the spiritual and material worlds, between your inner beliefs and outer reality. Relationships become more peaceful, opportunities arise effortlessly, and even challenges are seen as necessary stepping stones for your growth. Living within this flow means everything works together in perfect harmony. You no longer need to control or micromanage. Good things come to you naturally, just as you expect. Your life is no longer influenced by external stress or pressure, because you understand that the flow of prosperity always knows the best path for you. Being guided by the flow of prosperity is the highest state of harmony between spirituality and materialism. It is not about surrendering or abandoning your ambitions, but rather a blend of listening to your instincts and trusting the power of the universe. You continue to take action, but now those actions stem from confidence and peace, rather than pressure or fear. This connection helps you live a life that is full, complete, and abundant in every way. At every moment of the journey, you will realize that the flow of the universe does not just lead you to material wealth, but also expands your heart and soul. You don't just receive, you become eager to share that prosperity with others around you. In this way, prosperity becomes an endless cycle where you continually receive and give, creating a flow that enriches both yourself and the world around you. Part 14. The Inner Self and the Universe. When two worlds intersect, in true prosperity, there is no separation between the inner world and the outer world. Instead, there is a powerful intersection between your inner self and the universe. Everything you experience in reality is a reflection of what is happening within your mind and heart. When the inner self and the universe intersect, you step into a state of unity where the harmony between these two worlds gives you deeper strength and prosperity than ever before. This intersection is a state in which you no longer feel like a small individual controlled by circumstances. Instead, you realize you are part of the greater cosmic flow, where every thought, emotion, and action you take influences the world around you. The sense of loneliness, separation, or helplessness gradually dissolves. You see yourself deeply connected to everything, from the smallest details to the vast energies of the universe. When this intersection is activated, the limits you once imposed on yourself begin to fade. You no longer feel dependent on external factors for safety or happiness. Instead, you recognize that you are the creator of your own reality, and this reality is a result of the harmony between your inner beliefs and the universe's energy. Living from this state of intersection, everything becomes clearer, easier, and more fulfilling. Prosperity no longer feels like something you have to strive for. It becomes a natural part of who you are. All you need to do is maintain balance, where the inner and outer worlds interact harmoniously. Every time you choose to act in alignment with your inner self, you are fine-tuning the universal flow, allowing it to respond with prosperity, not just financially, but also emotionally, spiritually, and in all aspects of life. This intersection also brings a profound sense of trust and peace. You know that no matter what external upheavals may occur, your inner self remains the source of strength and abundance. You no longer need to seek security from the material world because you understand that all wealth and fulfillment already exist within you, ready to be reflected outward as long as you maintain this connection. In this state of intersection, the flow of prosperity becomes continuous. You will find that relationships, work, and experiences in life unfold more naturally and completely. By maintaining harmony between your inner self and the universe, you open not only new opportunities, but also recognize the interconnectedness of everything in your life. Prosperity is no longer a goal to achieve, but the inevitable result of living in this intersection, a life where everything harmonizes in the shared flow of wealth, peace, and balance.